Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Mr. Faiz, our lecturer for ADM590 and all my fellow friends. So today our group 2 would like to present our case study report titled Workplace Discrimination. Before we go through one by one, I would like to introduce my group member. So my name is Nur Nabila Aisyah binti Ismail, followed by Siti Munira binti Musa. Next, Amira Kristina binti Abdul Karim, and the last one, Alia Najwa binti Ahmad Zaim. So right now, I will discuss two articles that highlight the issue of workplace discrimination in Malaysia involving different groups of employees. So the first article, titled Religious Discrimination Among Working Women in Malaysia, that focuses on discrimination faced by Muslim women in the workplace. So according to the study, some Muslim women are denied promotion opportunities, prohibited from wearing the hijab, and face difficulties performing their prayer during working hour. So the article also found that such discrimination is more common in certain private sector and also the hospitality industry. As a result, employees may experience low motivation, limited career development, and emotional stress due to unfair treatment based on their religious identity. The second article, Workplace Bias Highest in 5 Years, published by The Star, discusses workplace discrimination against people living with HIV in Malaysia. According to the Malaysian AIDS Council, discrimination cases involving HIV positive employees have increased significantly over the past 5 years. Reported cases included forced resignation, immediate withdrawal of job offers, compulsory disclosure of HIV status, and also termination of employment due to an employment health condition. So the article also highlights the lack of clear legal protection against HIV-related workplace discrimination in Malaysia. Overall, both articles demonstrate that workplace discrimination remains a serious issue in Malaysia, although the discrimination is based on different factors, like religion in the first article and health condition in the second, but both groups experience unfair treatment that negatively affect their emotional well-being, social relationship, career opportunities, and also their financial security.
For this part, I will explain the parties involved and also the causes of discrimination in both articles. So, for the first article, which is religious discrimination among working women in Malaysia, so the main parties involved are Muslim women employees, employers and supervisors, private sector companies, support organizations such as PPIM and WAFIC, and also government agencies. So, the victims are mainly Muslim women who experience discrimination because of their religious beliefs and also practices. And the causes of discrimination includes negative stereotype, especially towards Muslim women who wear the hijab in the workplace, and also the workplace policies that restrict their religious practices, and a lack of awareness regarding employees' religious rights. So, in addition, a weak enforcement of anti-discrimination guidelines actually allow such unfair treatment to continue, and as a result, some employees are denied promotion and prevented from wearing the hijab. And these employees also face difficulties to perform their prayer, especially during working hours. And for the second article, which is Workplace Bias Highest in 5 Years, so the main parties involved in this article are employees living with HIV, employers, companies, the Malaysian AIDS Council or MAC, and also government authorities. So in this article, employees living with HIV are the group most affected by workplace discrimination. So this discrimination occurs mainly because of stigma and misinformation, especially about HIV and AIDS. So many employers wrongly believe that HIV can easily spread in the workplace, or that HIV positive employees are unable to perform their duties effectively. And another cause is the lack of strong legal protection and poor implementation of workplace policies related to HIV discrimination. So as a result, some employees face revoked job offers, forced resignation, disclosure of their HIV status, and even termination of employment. So in conclusion for both articles actually shows that workplace discrimination is often caused by stereotype, misconception, and also insufficient protection for employees. And although the reasons are different, both groups experience unfair treatment that affects their rights and their opportunities in the workplace.
Next, I will explain the effect and impact of workplace discrimination. So firstly, workplace discrimination can cause emotional and psychological stress among employees. So the individual who are treated unfairly because of their religious belief may feel stressed, frustrated, and also isolated at work. And the challenges such as difficulties in performing prayer, lack of prayer facility, and restriction on wearing the hijab can lower their job satisfaction and make employees feel undervalued and uncomfortable in the workplace. Besides that, discrimination can also affect employees' career development and their financial security. So when workers are denied promotion opportunities or treated unfairly, they may lose motivation and confidence in their future career success. So some employees may even choose to resign, which can lead to income loss and financial difficulties. Moving on to the next impact, employees with health conditions such as HIV may experience stigma and social exclusion in the workplace. So basically, negative perception and misconceptions can cause co-workers to avoid interacting with them. As a result, teamwork and communication may be affected, that creating an unhealthy work environment. In addition, workplace discrimination can lead to economic consequences where employees may face job loss, forced resignation, or difficulties in securing employment opportunities. So basically, this can result in financial instability and increase their emotional stress. In fact, some employees may also be afraid to disclose their health condition because they fear that this discrimination and losing their source of income. Overall, workplace discrimination can have serious emotional, social, and financial impacts on employee. It is not only affect individual well-being, but also reduce workplace harmony, productivity, and organizational effectiveness. Therefore, creating an inclusive and fair work environment is essential to ensure equal opportunities for all employees. So I will pass to the next presenter to continue the slide.
Now, I will explain how workplace discrimination in these two articles is related to organizational behavior concepts. The first concept is perception and stereotyping. In both cases, some employers develop negative assumptions about Muslim women who wear the hijab and employees living with HIV. This stereotype can influence workplace decisions and lead to unfair treatment, such as discrimination in hiring, promotion, and daily work activities. The second concept is diversity and inclusion. Every organization should create a workplace where employees are respected regardless of their religion or health condition. However, the cases show a lack of inclusiveness, causing some employees to feel excluded and undervalued. The third concept is motivation and job satisfaction. When employees are treated fairly and with respect, they are more motivated to perform well. On the other hand, discrimination can lead to stress, frustration, low motivation, and reduced job satisfaction. Next, I would like to discuss the relationship between workplace discrimination and organizational behavior concepts. The issues highlighted in both articles demonstrate how employee behavior, attitudes, and workplace interactions can be affected by discrimination. The cases also highlight the importance of organizational culture. A workplace that allows discrimination to occur can create a negative culture filled with fear, distrust, and poor communication. This not only affects the victims, but can also reduce teamwork and cooperation among employees. Another important concept is organizational commitment and turnover. Employees who feel unfairly treated are are less likely to remain loyal to the organization. Instead, they may choose to resign and seek employment elsewhere. This can increase employee turnover and force organizations to spend more time and money on recruitment and training. In conclusion, workplace discrimination has a significant impact on both employees and organizations. By promoting fairness, diversity, and inclusion, organizations can improve employee well-being, strengthen teamwork, and achieve better overall performance.
So moving on to our first recommendation, which is number 1, is shift away from just following the law and focus on organizational policy redesign. Because right now, many companies exploit legal loopholes because Malaysia lacks strict definition for HIV status and religious rights. So instead of just waiting for legal constraint, management must proactively adopt a virtual ethic framework, because this is mean that we have to do what is right because it aligns with justice and also integrity. So as a direct action, companies should immediately adopt the code of practice for the management for HIV and also AIDS at the workplace. So recommendation number 2. So our second recommendation is about prioritizing duty of care and right theory under deontological ethics. So to respect our workers' fundamental rights and human dignity, company must take 3 immediate action. Number 1, stop forcing job applicants to declare their HIV status during job interview, because this can lead unfairly cancel their job offer and also to hold them from a learning opportunity to learn new things. Number 2, sectors like private sectors such as education and also hotel management must immediately abolish and anti-hijab grooming protocols to respect religious expression. And number 3 is to provide a clean, private and also separate prayer room so that Muslim women have the privacy they need. So by doing this, all these 3 actions, we show a true duty of care where all employees are protected and also respect. So, to conclude, a company workplace ethic involves acting with integrity, respecting others and also reporting unethical behavior. So, when an organization chooses to dismiss fit employee, force resignation or also ban the hijab based on superficial grooming protocols, they basically already have failed their ethical duty of care. So, because these actions directly violate the fundamental of principle of corporate social responsibility (CSR). So, ultimately, workplace discrimination is an ethical failure, because we cannot fix it but just by doing the bare minimum to obey the law. So to build a better economic future, company must change their mindset. By what? By stop just trying to avoid legal fines and start focusing on doing what is morally right. And also, true ethical leadership is simple, because it means that creating a safe, inclusive workplace where every single worker in a management is treated with absolute dignity and also respect, because no matter regarding their health and also religious status. So that conclude our presentation for today. Thank you.